I must say self-reacting was little less nowadays. The inner circle calls wherein everybody talks, everybody understand, everybody exchange their own thoughts, and you got to learn a lot. You should know the turnaround time of yours. That would really help to understand so that you give yourself that time of coming out. So coming back is definitely a lot of processes learned during revival. So it has become so autoimmune that it happens if I just do it, it happens at the back end sometimes.
So, hi Pretam, welcome to the Hall of Fame interview. And I'm very excited to have you. You are one of my first students when I went on my own journey as a coach. And I'm very glad that I had you as one of my first students because having someone like you who is so dedicated and who is so, surrendering in so many ways has helped me build my own journey as well. So, welcome and over to you. I'll ask you a few questions and we'll take it from there. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, but it's little heat in the location which I'm in.
Yeah.
So heat is still there. So that's one thing. Uh,
Hmm.
the apart from that, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
I'm just chilling
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Good. So I want to ask you, what is the big change that you've seen post joining, the Revivathon and everything else that you've done so far in last 6 months or so? Little more than that. In fact, October is when we began, so slightly more than that. How has it been, and what is the big impact or change that you've seen in your space?
So the change in the sense is that I must say reacting, maybe self-reacting was little less nowadays.
Hmm.
So reacting is little less. That's what I felt that. So yesterday, what happened? I must say, yesterday what happened is that I was told that I will be given some amount from our organization due to some work which I did, but they didn't did give the amount. At the end, I thought there might be some issue. We'll
Hmm.
talk on the other day.
Hmm.
So if this Preetham were 2 years back, they would
Hmm.
have done something different.
Yeah.
But now it felt okay. I crept a
Hmm.
lot that it's why they have promised and those things, that thing. But at the end of the day, it's okay. So
Hmm.
this change has happened.
Okay.
Technically, to reacting, definitely it is a human behavior,
Hmm.
but not harming. They're two
Hmm.
different things. So
Okay.
harming is different, or reacting to somebody else, but reacting, and sometimes some people, I must say, what I do is that I either I write or I talk myself or take it out some other form. So that
Hmm.
is also a right type of reacting. So
Hmm.
that's one thing happened.
Okay. Okay, great. What about your self-awareness and things like that? How is your understanding of yourself grown in the past few years, past few months? What I've seen is that you've had quite a few instances where you went down and you were resilient, you came back very strongly. So that's what I see in you. But from your perspective, how have things evolved for you?
Still work in progress. I feel that.
Always, always. That will always
Yeah,
be
so
there, right?
as it is always work in progress, definitely certain things have little changes. Certain things, certain days are low, certain days are high,
Hmm.
certain days are chalta hai days.
Hmm.
So those are days, but that is all overall picture of me. It's not always you have to give 100% each and every day. It's not possible.
Hmm.
Although it's ideally needed, but practically it is never possible.
Hmm.
So that's what the thing is. Yeah.
Okay. So what advice do you have for anybody who is on this journey where they are, they have their own ups and downs, they they have some troubles here and there, but they still come back. How do they come back? So what is your advice for anybody who wants to do this?
I must say that uh, coming back is definitely on your say. You might take 1 hour to come back. You might take 1 month to come back, but you should know the turnaround time of yours. That would really help to understand so that you give yourself that time of coming out.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
more important because I felt that people does not know their time or turnaround time of coming back.
mm,
And that's more thing, that part is mentally you should be aware of, that I need this much of time to come back.
mm,
It can be, if it is prolonged also, certain in certain is times it takes little prolonged time for somebody. People like me take a long time in certain cases, but you should know that, and you should give that time to yourself to come back.
mm, mm,
And definitely do little bit of work in that low days
mm,
to understand yourself better way. That's
mm,
one more thing which I must say.
mm, mm. So give me an example of something like this that you've done.
So coming back is definitely a lot of processes learned during Revivatham. Now it's technically
Part of
it's
your
all
daily life.
about how it has become so autoimmune that it happens. If
Mm,
I just do it, it happens at the back end sometimes.
mm,
So it's like that. Only I need to fix out time for the thought journal. So
mm,
that's what time I need to fix out in the morning.
mm,
Apart from that, whatever the processes and although that's have become autonomous
mm,
nowadays.
mm, mm,
Not definitely Revivathon is a center stage, but all other activities or all other things which I've done previously, that also it has become autonomic.
mm,
So
mm,
that's one thing. And apart from that, that 53421 really helps.
mm. How
I
do you use it? How do you use it? When do you use it? All the time?
Yesterday I used it. Yesterday in the
Okay.
morning.
Mm,
Because I, as you already know, I do write, right. So
mm,
writing a scientific oriented document or a newsletter, it needs a lot of research. So I did my research on Monday and Friday, Sunday. But to so I have to put it because it is a monthly, and yesterday the month was ending, right.
mm,
So in the morning, I thought, let's do it, don't do it. Then I got engrossed in my work. I had certain meals to respond. Then after some time, after lunch, I had my lunch. After that, I got engrossed in scrolling, the most time
mm,
screen time thing.
mm,
Then one reel came. I thought, no, I have to do it. I took that 53124, 54321, and sat down, structured that. Then
mm,
I went out, although it is very hot, I could not go out. But
mm.
again, I took a 15 minutes part, and I again came back because continuously you cannot do the QC also,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. True. True.
You cannot do the QC at the stretch, so you have to give a break.
Mm,
So luckily, it went up to 6, and from 6 onwards, I had sessions. So that's one thing.
mm. So you're very pleased with that. Good. 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 Um, Tell me something. In the last 6, 7 months, what has really helped you from the club perspective? What has been your key aha moment, one or two, whatever comes up your in your mind right now?
Aha moment in the sense that there are certain things uh, which was I really wanted to do. So I might find some time for me. And the aha moments was during this journey, and that's also that time calculation part which was taught, right? Sometimes I do that. So I chuck down certain screen time and make things happen. So that was a really understanding that you can do it maybe once in 2 months, or as whenever you want it, whenever you're
Mm,
overwhelmed with a lot of work, you
mm,
can do that time chart or time chart to make things understand in a better way, and
mm,
do things in that way. So those things are really helpful, and a lot of the processes, and very more important thing is that this is one of the inner circle calls wherein we have one-to-one connect and one-to-one informal connect. It is, although there are a lot of questions, a lot of self-realization, but that one-to-one connect, it's was very important. I felt this rather than the Revivathon sessions, we had around 6 or 8 sessions, and now it has reduced to something.
mm,
But rather than Revivathon, it was a power packed Saturday morning, right?
mm,
After that, this inner circle calls was an informal type of sessions, wherein everybody talks, everybody understand, everybody exchange their own thoughts, and you got to learn a lot. So
Yeah.
that's the one thing. A time thing was really helpful. There are certain times where I got to know lot of things that which may be very subdued,
Hmm.
like writing or something like that. So those things are really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. So week on week, there are some subtle changes happening.
Yeah.
Great. What do you want? What is your intention for the next few months for yourself?
Intention, first of all, keeping on doing, and just to configure my time on the path, reconfiguration of the time, because keeping 1.5 days of complete scrolling day and rest 5.5 days of work. So definitely it can be office work, my own work, my things work, and those things.
Mm.
And I must say, a few days back, I was talking to one of the person. That lady was the senior level director. So I was speaking to her. One of my colleague went by, and he said that ask him anything. He's a very knowledgeable person. I
Mm.
saw like that. Thank you for that. Thank you for her.
Mm.
So, and
Yeah.
that's one thing which made me, because somebody's telling he's a very knowledgeable person.
Yeah.
So that's a really wonderful and a wonderful information which somebody, wonderful appreciation which somebody gave.
Yeah.
That's one thing. So those kind of appreciations really helps you to motivate.
Good, good, good. I see. So you've actually not spoken about quite a few things. This is not the first time that you've been recognized like that. Over the year, the last so many inner circles, we've spoken about it where you've said that you've been receiving that constant kind of commentary from others that, okay, if you have to look for someone who's a thought leader in this field or somebody who's an expert, go to Pretam and things like that. So that is very, very nice. I think you are on the right path because that's something that was one of your goals as well, to be recognized as an expert in your field. So good job. And what I see, Preetham, and as I was speaking to you in the very beginning of this session, is that there is so much more to you. There's so much more that you can offer to the world, and I'm looking forward to seeing all that coming up in your space and me being a witness to that in the years to come. Keep your consistency on, keep your emotional and mental strength on. Physically, yes, as well, you have a very, very strong routine, and you've been very persistent with doing things with yourself. And the day you don't do, you're very sure that, okay, you bounce back very quickly as well. So going great, and I'm looking forward to the coming months. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you for joining, and all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you.